Hello everyone. Welcome back to Various Stories channel. I hope you're doing well. Join us on this historical exploration as we dive deep into the life and legacy of the man who reshaped the map of Europe, introduced groundbreaking legal reforms, and inspired countless discussions about power, ambition, and the enduring question of whether he was a hero or a tyrant. Early life and rise. Napoleon Bonaparte was born on August 15, 1769, in Corsica, which was then a French territory. He came from a relatively modest background and received his military education in mainland France. During the turbulent years of the French Revolution, Napoleon's military talents and leadership abilities quickly became evident. He rose through the ranks of the French army and distinguished himself in various campaigns. Consulate and empire. In 1799, Napoleon staged a coup and established the consulate, effectively taking control of the French government. He became the first consul, and later, in 1804, he declared himself Emperor of the French. As emperor, Napoleon implemented a series of reforms, including the Napoleonic Code, which is a foundational document in modern civil law. He centralized power, restructured the government, and promoted education and the arts. Military campaigns. Military campaigns and achievements. Napoleon Bonaparte is often regarded as one of history's greatest military tacticians. His use of maneuver warfare and the corps system allowed him to achieve remarkable successes on the battlefield. His victories in Italy, Egypt, and across Europe earned him a reputation as a brilliant military commander. The Battle of Austerlitz, in 1805, is often referred to as his greatest tactical masterpiece. Napoleon's military strategies and innovations, such as the levy en masse, a mass conscription system, changed the nature of warfare during his time. Exile and death. On St. Helena, Napoleon lived in exile, far removed from the political stage. He wrote his memoirs and reflected on his life and career. He died on May 5, 1821, at the age of 51, likely from stomach cancer. His body was eventually repatriated to France in 1840 and interred in Les Invalides in Paris. Legacy. Napoleon Bonaparte's legacy is complex. He is remembered as a military genius and an influential statesman who left a lasting impact on Europe. His legal and administrative reforms, like the Napoleonic Code, continue to influence legal systems worldwide. However, he is also associated with the Napoleonic Wars, which resulted in immense suffering and loss of life. His rule and expansionist ambitions were met with both admiration and criticism. The Napoleonic Code. One of Napoleon's most enduring legacies is the Napoleonic Code, officially known as the Civil Code of the French. It was a comprehensive legal code that provided a clear and consistent set of laws and civil rights. Many countries later adopted its principles. The code emphasized equality before the law, individual rights, and the protection of property rights. It remains the basis of civil law in many countries, including France, and had a significant impact on modern legal systems. Cultural and artistic impact. Napoleon's reign had a profound impact on the arts and culture. He was a patron of the arts and encouraged the development of the fine arts, literature, and sciences during his rule. His reign is associated with the Napoleonic style in art and architecture, characterized by grandeur and classicism. His interest in Egypt, sparked by his campaign there, also led to a fascination with Egyptian motifs and design. Continental system and economic impact. Napoleon implemented the Continental System, an economic blockade aimed at isolating and weakening the British economy. However, this had detrimental effects on many European economies and strained his relationships with other countries. The Continental System's impact was mixed, as it did hurt British trade but also created economic hardship and resentment among Napoleon's allies and conquered territories. Legacy and historical debate. Napoleon's legacy is a topic of ongoing historical debate. Some view him as a visionary reformer who brought stability and legal structure to France, while others see him as a ruthless conqueror whose ambition led to extensive suffering. His impact on Europe is undeniable, as he redrew the map of the continent and introduced Enlightenment principles to various parts of the continent. Napoleon's life and career continue to be the subject of biographies, scholarly works, and cultural representations, demonstrating his enduring fascination and historical importance. Napoleon Bonaparte's life and career are rich and multifaceted, and his impact on the world, both positive and negative, is a topic that continues to captivate historians and enthusiasts alike. Napoleon's reforms and modernization. As the ruler of France, Napoleon instituted a series of sweeping reforms aimed at modernizing the country. He centralized the government, creating a highly efficient bureaucracy and a merit-based system for civil service appointments. Napoleon's legal reforms, collectively known as the Napoleonic Code or Civil Code, were a significant achievement. They established clear and consistent laws regarding property, individual rights, and family law, providing a legal framework that still influences many legal systems today. He also reformed education, establishing a system of lyceums and secondary schools to provide a standardized, secular education. This helped nurture a new generation of well-educated citizens. Expansion of the French Empire. Napoleon's military campaigns reshaped the map of Europe. His empire extended across much of the continent, including France, Belgium, the Netherlands, parts of Italy, Germany, Poland, and Spain. He placed family members and loyal supporters on the thrones of various European countries, establishing a network of client states known as the Napoleonic Empire. His vision for a European confederation under French influence, the Continental System, sought to isolate Britain economically, but it led to resistance and economic difficulties in many countries. Conflict with Britain and Russia. Napoleon's rivalry with Britain was a central theme of his rule. The British Royal Navy's maritime supremacy thwarted his efforts to invade the British Isles and maintain the Continental System. The disastrous invasion of Russia in 1812 marked a turning point in his military fortunes. His Grande Armée suffered massive casualties and was forced to retreat, significantly weakening his position. The Peninsular War. The Peninsular War, fought in Spain and Portugal, was a significant conflict during Napoleon's rule. It was a guerrilla war against French forces and played a role in draining French resources. Exile to Elba and the 100 Days. After his defeat in 1814, Napoleon was exiled to the island of Elba, where he retained the title of emperor but with limited authority. He managed to escape from Elba in 1815 and returned to France for a period known as the 100 Days. During this time, he briefly reclaimed power but faced opposition from European powers. The Battle of Waterloo and final exile. The Battle of Waterloo in 1815 marked Napoleon's final defeat. The combined forces of the Seventh Coalition, led by the Duke of Wellington and the Prussian General Blücher, defeated him. Following the defeat at Waterloo, Napoleon was exiled for a second time, this time to the remote island of St. Helena in the South Atlantic, where he spent the remainder of his life. Death and legacy. Napoleon Bonaparte died on May 5, 1821, on St. Helena, likely from stomach cancer. His death marked the end of an era in European history. Despite his complex legacy, Napoleon's impact on modern Europe and the world is undeniable. His military strategies, legal reforms, and political innovations continue to influence nations and legal systems today. He remains an enduring and controversial figure, subject to both admiration and criticism, with debates about his legacy and historical significance ongoing. Napoleon Bonaparte's life and rule encompassed an incredible array of achievements, conflicts, and transformation, making him one of the most influential figures in modern history. This is the end of this history. I hope that you like. Don't forget to smash like and subscribe button for more histories. Finally, thank you for your time.